Good to YouTube, it's your boy Bill Guy, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Had a bunch of requests to make a 610 Catbreaker glitch build. Y'all, there ain't even a lot of Catbreaker glitch 610s, you feel me? Ain't nobody really cracked the code until now. Now, as y'all know, man, the 611s, man, everybody's been making 611s, right? Because it's one of the better builds in the game, right? It's one of the best builds in the game. Now, this build can play small forward, power forward, center. It's gonna be whatever you want it to be, right? Um, the 611s are hella versatile. They can play center, mainly power forward, really. Because you're gonna have to be kind of slow to, get the rebound to play center. But same use case for this build, man. It's gonna be mad versatile, right? The concept with this build was I mainly play big, either power forward or center. And I wanted a 611. The 611s, they get the 68 speed with ball, right? Um, for lightning launch. So you see a lot of 611s out here with an 80, um, an 80D board. And I'll give you all an example, right? So this is an example of kind of what everybody's doing. They go 6'11", 6'11 wingspan, to get the 93 pointer. And then they go damn near minimum. It goes something like this, 213 to get that speed with ball so that they can get lightning launch. Now, it's a dope build, right? I've even posted this build. My version of this build is great, but it can't really play big because you're gonna get snagged. At best, it's a power forward or, best used really at small forward. I don't like this. So um I was like, man, there gotta be a way that you can get lightning launch still, um, and you know, still be able to have all the benefits of the 611, right? Shoot, dunk, be mad versatile defense, and then still get rebound. And as you see, I cracked the code with this 6'10, 233, 7'2 wingspan. As you can see, you have potential for a 94D board, 93O board. Now we're gonna get real crazy with it, y'all. Let's go ahead and reset this, right? So we're gonna start off, y'all, 86 on the close shot. That's gonna get you float game on gold. Floaters are really good in this game, right? So we're gonna get float game on gold, right? 76 on the layup so that we can get where you at? Bam Adebayo layup package. And not only that, we're gonna get Giannis layups. So we're gonna be cool with layups. If you really just like to square button your layups, you know what I'm saying, and you do basic layups, the Giannis is gonna be mad efficient. So you're not really overspending on your layup. You're not really overspending on your close shot because you unlock this float game, but not only that, you get paint prodigy. So, for your backdoor cuts, when you don't get standing dunks, this is going to just be a very efficient. You really won't ever have to worry about paint scoring. You know what I'm saying, when you're mashing. Um, 89 on the drive dunk. Okay, so this is going to get you the off ones, right? With the off ones, you're also going to have the capability to get goal posterizer if you can't break this category. You're going to go with 81 on the standing dunk. That's going to get you rise up. You're not going to be going overkill with it and going to the 90 because standing dunks, they're good, but it's not overly necessary. And you still get the pro, contact dunks. So, that's just a good value. You're not going overkill with it. It's just right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? With the 611, it gives you the capability of getting certain stats like standing dunk, layup, pass really high. But honestly, these stats, like, they're overkill. You don't really need them. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get other things that will help you a little bit better and make your build more versatile, that's kind of what this build is all about. Now, another stat that you'll be cutting back. You're going to be going 85 on the mid range, 83 on the three. So that's going to get you dead eye silver, um, limitless range on bronze, um, real nice. Should be able to shoot pretty good with this if you can find the right jumper. The jumper that I like to use is KD, so you can't get that with this. But I know Jonathan Isaac's really good. That requires a 71. and I was just seeing Tonic keyboard, you know, prominent big stretch big player. He's actually using the white Paolo, so I'm gonna try that out. But if not, I'll just use Jonathan Isaac. I shoot damn near just as good with that as KD. I just really like the KD. That's what I use on all my builds. Um, One really exciting thing about this build is that you still will be able to pass the ball. You're gonna get an 85 pass, really good. 75 on the ball handle. This is one of the major differences between the 6'11s and the 6'10s. You will be able to get ankle assassin on bronze. Now you won't be able to get the really good dribble moves, unfortunately. You know, the 6'5 through 6'9 gets all the good dribble moves. So you're still gonna be limited to those big man dribble moves, but you can make up for that with this lightning launch on bronze, which you could eventually cap break. You know, I mean not cap break, but +2 to gold, and you're gonna be moving really good. You're gonna definitely probably want to utilize that Giannis dribble style and really set up combos based off of that. And with that, you know, you'll be able to cook. So it's a little bit different than, you know, the 75 is with the 6'9s or the 6'5 to 6'9s, where you can unlock, you know, the Jimmy Butler, the Paul George dribble moves. So not going to be as effective, but at the same time, this is more of a big man build. So, excuse me, bear with me. Um, so interior defense, gonna go with a 70. That's gonna be so you can eventually get paint patroller. If you look at the badges over here, um, you know, you require a 70 interior, 84 block. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're gonna be going with a 59 on the block, right? Obviously, this is a cap break category. A couple of these categories will be cap breakable. Right here, you're gonna be unlocking silver interceptor, silver glove. So that's something that's really unique. You're gonna have a high steal. You're gonna have long arms. Um, Gonna be really exciting to play defense on this build. And not only that, you're gonna get an 80 perimeter. This is kind of overkill, not overly necessary, but this is gonna make you a little bit more switchable, having a little bit high perimeter. Um, you know, your defense is just gonna be improved. You know what I'm saying? I really just did it for this off ball. It's kind of coincidental. Um, if you really wanted to, you could drop this down to a 71, and maybe raise some other categories. So I'm gonna show y'all maybe what y'all could do with that. But one thing about this build is if you're gonna be making changes, be careful to not affect the cap breakers because the statistics are very touchy. Um, I believe like this layup, you can't raise it any higher. The dunk can't go past the 90. It's just little stuff like that. Like you can't go higher. I think on the O board, you can't go higher than 80. Or maybe you can. I don't know. Y'all will have to test it out for yourself. But certain stats you cannot go higher than what I have it listed as. We're gonna go max speed, max agility. You love to have that. These 6'11s, they are fast, and that's one of the major benefits. But if you want high rebound like this, you kind of got to go slow a little bit. Not necessarily with the 6'11. I think you might be able to get 74 speed, but you get a high speed, high agility. You're gonna be moving great, literally great. Um, we're gonna go with a 78 on the vertical, and then last but not least, we're gonna go 60 on the strength. And so we're gonna see. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Honestly, I really think the best value is just this 80. I wouldn't really recommend any changes. I feel like this build is overly optimized. You're not wasting any attributes because you know, like we're just hitting that bare minimum cut on this free throw. If you're a rec player, I really like to have like in the 90s, but just because it was so perfect and it's right clean at that 80, I just feel like that's so nice and so clean. You feel me? But if you wanted to remove that, you know, you can make some changes. But I think that's going to be the best value. But yeah, if you wanted to get that even, you know, higher, you could cut some costs here. Um, Maybe go 77. I know there's a cap breaker. You could get like a +3. So we'll just verify that real quick. We'll max this out. Oh, I hate that so much. I hate that I have to put this on there. That's so ugly. It's messing up the cap breakers, y'all. Um, so basically, the 59 is the best value, but we're just gonna leave this on here so we can see what the perimeter cap breaker is. What? Oh, yeah, it's because I did that glitch thing. But yeah, y'all bear with me. I'll explain it when we get to the cap breaker stream. You get Danny Granger, Paul George, Braun. Really cool name, high flying mid paint maestro. I made this build at
Okay,
small forward, so at
I'm
other
BSing
positions it
right now.
might
I
be a
need you to
different
be
name.
honest.
Um,
Actually, I'm
let's
trying to go
see.
hoop in the city for a little bit. But hey,
Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so yeah, perimeter defense. Look at that. Take a look at that. You get a +4. So if you really wanted a max free throw instead of the 80, um, you know, and you know you're gonna have cap breakers, boom, you put it at a 76, you're gonna get a +4 right to that 80, and then you'll have that off ball pest. Um, but as you can see here, right, the 61 block, I do want to explain. I put it at 59 because at 59 you get a +8 and then a +7, and then everything adds up to be the same. This maxes out at 87, regardless if you go 59 or if you go 61. So obviously you want to go as low as possible and still get the highest return. Um, but yeah, I think at the 59 it requires 4 cap breaks and you get to an 84. So that's basically that. You get an 84 block, 4 cap breakers. That's going to get you Paint Patroller Silver. Obviously, we set it up just now um, with a last minute change to be able to get off ball pass on goal. 1 cap break here, 1 cap break here gets you glove silver. 4 cap breaks here gets you to a 90 O board, which is that's what I'm going for. I wanted to have 90 on both categories because I know that unlocks more thresholds for you. Combined with the box out beast and then rebound chaser, which you could get to legend if you +1 and +2 those respectively. I'm gonna go shooting specialization and then put the +2 on vertical so that we can get um posterizer on gold whenever we get around to getting the 4 cap breaks for this dump. So that's the logic there. I'm nowhere near hitting my shooting specialization, so it should line up well for when I get my 3 cap breakers. And then maybe my next season cap breaker, with starter 5, and then next season's level 40 reward, if that's the case. You can get to an 85 layup, which is nice, not necessary, but really cool. 1 cap break here gets you to an 87 pass for break starter gold. And y'all, that's really the build, man. And it really ain't too much to it. I feel like this is just a really good all around freaking center build. Like it's just really good. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, y'all. It's the build gun I'm signing at. You feel me?